From one day to the next, Homer suddenly becomes one of the greatest opera singers in the United States, and along with that comes a brunette who is madly in love with him, to the point of almost making Homer commit adultery, trying to kill Marge, and many other things that we only see in this episode. The episode opens with the Simpson family leaving church. Like a truly great family man, Homer calls everyone a bunch of idiots and just wants to go home, even going as far as knocking Lisa to the ground and considering leaving her there. Marge, of course, doesn't allow it, especially since the last time that happened, Lisa didn't even make it back in time for dinner. To try to calm Homer down, who wouldn't stop complaining about how boring the service was, Marge asks where they're going to have lunch. The problem is that every restaurant they pass by is packed, with endless lines. With absolutely no sense whatsoever, Homer suggests they eat at home while Marge cooks for everyone. That obviously doesn't go over well, since at least once a week Marge wants to be the one being served. That's when she spots a buffet for hungry teachers, although it looks much more like someone's house than an actual restaurant. And now comes the funniest part. Homer says Marge is far too classy to break into someone's house, but seconds later, that's exactly what she does. Like they own the place, they break in and start eating as naturally as possible. During this, Lisa notices a crowd and warns Homer, who doesn't care at first. But when Bart says they might be giving out ice cream, Homer gets excited immediately. When they get closer, they realize it's actually a funeral, with a dead, old man at the center of it all. Instead of leaving, they put on sad faces and start acting. Bart is by far the worst, pretending to be a friend of the deceased. He says the dead man's son should give him $10 a week, claiming it was his father's final wish. Not long after, a woman asks Homer to help carry the coffin. He gets so exhausted that he almost ends up having his own funeral. And ironically, that's exactly what happens when he trips and falls into an open grave. Showing just how much he loves his dad, Bart starts throwing dirt on him to finish the job. Hours later, Homer wakes up in Springfield Hospital. Aside from having broken a few ribs and swallowed a mouthful of cemetery dirt, he's mostly fine. But when he lets out his usual angry grunt, Marge notices his voice sounds different. The doctor explains that when Homer is lying down, his organs align perfectly, giving him the voice of a world-class singer. Homer takes this very seriously and starts singing through the hospital hallways, performing literal miracles, reviving a dead man, and even helping a baby be born. Meanwhile, Mr. Burns shows up in the hospital morgue to enjoy a shopping spree. Yes, you heard that right. During his visit, he hears Homer's singing voice and feels his old heart come back to life. Impressed, Burns approaches Homer and invites him to star in the Springfield Opera House, which he owns. The show becomes a massive success. To explain why Homer sings lying down, they claim his character has a broken foot. In one dramatic scene, he has to cry and sing about his dead wife. And he even throws the corpse off the bed just so he can sing while lying down. In the end, Homer receives a standing ovation and even flowers from Mr. Burns. With fame comes non-stop performances, but Marge starts feeling neglected. Things get worse when two elderly women ask for autographs, and Homer openly flirts with them right in front of her. And not just with women, since he flirts with a man shortly after as well. Furious, Marge storms off, saying Homer is becoming more and more out of control because of his fame. Soon after, they're chased by a horde of elderly women obsessed with Homer, who manage to track him down anywhere using thermal binoculars. Just when all seems lost, a mysterious motorcyclist shows up in style and saves them. When they get home, it's revealed to be a beautiful woman with black hair. Homer's biggest shock, however, is discovering that a woman can ride a motorcycle that well. She introduces herself as Julia, says she loves opera, and offers to become president of Homer's fan club to keep the crazy fans under control. To celebrate, Marge decides to bake a pie. But when Julia is left alone with Homer, she suddenly takes off her clothes and tells him he can have her whenever he wants, threatening to accuse him of assault if he tells Marge anything. The next day, Julia proves to be extremely competent at her job, and Marge grows fond of her. Homer, on the other hand, is absolutely terrified, knowing very well that Julia wants more than just work. No matter where he goes, to work walking the dog, or spending time with Marge, Julia always shows up to provoke him. Until Homer finally puts his foot down and says he only loves Marge, and that when he stops singing, all of this will be over. Julia seems to accept it, or so it appears. The next morning, a snake jumps out of Homer's cereal box. While Homer brutally beats it up, Maggie applauds. Lisa begins to suspect that someone is trying to kill her father. Later, before another performance, Marge asks Chief Wiggum if it might be safer to cancel the show, but he assures her the police are fully prepared. During the opera, Marge spots Julia disguised as the conductor, ready to attack Homer. When she tries to warn Wiggum, Julia knocks her down using nothing but conducting movements. In a heroic moment, Marge jumps in front of the dart, uses a trumpet as a shield, and causes the projectile to ricochet back, hitting Julia herself. After all of this, Homer decides to retire from opera for good. According to him, there's something much better you can do while lying down. Yes, exactly what you're thinking. Recreating a Renaissance masterpiece on the ceiling of his house. And with that, we wrap up another video here on this humble channel.